Good morning, everyone. It is Friday. I am back in my lovely dressing gown, which can only mean that it's work from home day, which can only mean it's time to open an advent calendar door again, like we've done. Wouldn't say countless times so far. It is day 17, so we've done it about 16 times, which I can count to. It gets a little difficult after 10 because you run out of fingers, but I'm getting good at it. It just takes a little bit of effort, and some toes if you got them spare. Anyway, let's find day number 17 if we can. There he is, bottom right hand corner. Let's dive on into him. No preamble, no fucking around, no waiting to open the door. No. We're just gonna open this bad boy up, or open him in, I guess, because that's what he's decided to do today is open inwards rather than outwards. Yeah, man. I will destroy this advent calendar. See, I was about to say as long as it's not a D6 we'll be fine. Fuck me. This is the third day of D6s. I'm not trying to play Monopoly here, pal. I need a D20 at some point. A second one. So what on earth? Oh. Well, that's interesting. Huh. Excuse me. This is a funny one. It took me a little while to see what was going on with this dice. It's a little fish dice, but the fish aren't like floating around in the clear. No. They're all in the gooey, watery part at the bottom. You can see a little fishy there. Outline of him. You can see a little fishy there. This is a funny one. I'm not happy that it's a D6, obviously, because we've had so many of them, so fucking many of them. Like I'm not out here trying to play fucking Knave. Knave is good. I'm not going to talk shit on Knave, but I'm not playing fucking was it Lasers and Feelings? I think they use a D6 as well. I'm trying to play me a D20 game or even a D10 game if the fates allow. This won't help me in that, but what I will say is, as of quite recently, I have been working on a character who will suit this dice down to the bones. He is a fish man, so having a fish themed D6 is. I can't be too upset. I can't be too upset. What will upset me, however, is giving this fucking D6 a roll and seeing what it comes up with. We are by the way, because we're on day 16. We've got God, how much left? About 8. So we're not. No, do we? Not even. No, hang on, because it's Friday, and next Friday is fucking Christmas Eve, if you can believe that. So no, we're not on day 16. We're on day 17. That's why the maths isn't working out. Yeah, we're on day 17. Don't you know? So yeah, we've only got a week left to get a couple of D20s and fill out the collection of the rest of our sets. So it's going to be all hands on deck for that. For that time, I'm just going to roll the dice and see what happens. It's a 5. Why aren't you saying what a D6 is? Because we know what a D6 is. We've seen too fucking many of them. It's 68. Fucking seeing too many. Is this one that we've seen before? Yeah, that was Dark Side of the Moon. That was the first one that we saw. So we've seen 5 and we've seen 6. Have we seen 4? Let's see. 4 is 71. I will keep you here until we roll one that we haven't seen yet. I'm sorry, but this is the only way I know how. Okay. Computer. It's okay, computer. That's the CD we got. It's the best of collections, and I don't think it's too contentious of an opinion to say that as far as as the best of Radiohead is concerned, this one's going to rank high up there. But what about a moon-shaped pool? But what about In Rainbows? But what about Fuck Off? It's okay, computer. We all know it's okay, computer. It was that perfect little moment after they decided that they were going to be sad on the radio. Yeah, that they made they made something that wasn't Pablo Honey. That wasn't actually fun aside about that. Let me grab that real quick, just because I spotted it while I was rooting around in the collection for this, and I think it says a lot. 1 second. Yeah, so this is my well listened to and well loved copy of OK Computer, and this is the copy of Radiohead that I got in Poundland in England at one point. Um, as you can see, it has not been taken out of the plastic because I may have listened to it digitally online, but I ain't opening this shit. No one wants to listen to Pablo Honey, not willingly at least. Oh, but Creep is a good song. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna fucking answer that. I'm gonna do a Tom York and not answer that. This, however, is something that the sad man with the lazy eye that isn't me can be proud of. I don't have a lazy eye. I don't think so. Anyway, the rest of me can be lazy, but my eyes are very active, despite being mostly blind. What to say about OK Computer? Well, it was the album that made Radiohead. It was the one that sort of skyrocketed them to where they are now, and is still widely regarded as their best. I think it's their best. I think most people would agree. You'd need to be a fairly contrarian sort of a fella to disagree and say that OK Computer was shit. And let's be honest, if there's one thing that Radiohead fans aren't, it's happy. But if there's another thing that they aren't, it's contrarian. So this is some solid shit. I did mention In Rainbows earlier, and there is a sort of a thing. I don't know how. I don't know how intentional it was at the time of the creation of OK Computer. There's a whole like history into it that you can look into, but I think it's called like the 0110 mix, or there's some combination. Basically, what you do is you take the track list of OK Computer and you mix it in with the track list of In Rainbows in a sort of an off sequence. So like first track of this followed by first track of In Rainbows, or the other way around, I'm not sure, and then second track of this, second track of In Rainbows, and then it flips at some point. What like a computer, what with binary likes to do with that binary 1001 sort of crack, isn't it funny? Isn't it avant-garde? Isn't it class? And I have listened to that mix, and while it's pretty good, and the songs do lead into each other in a way that they don't in this, like the outro of certain songs sort of bleed into the intro of other ones in a nice way that makes it seem natural. It's hard to listen to it and not, tune back in every second song and be like, oh great, this is the OK Computer one, you know, neurons activated, and then when the In Rainbow stuff comes up, it's like, yeah, I'll come back when you go back to OK Computer, because this is a good album. If you only listen to one all the way through, and I've said that countless times, it's almost like you should listen to most of these. But if you're only going to listen to one Radiohead album, let it be this one. And if you don't even have time for that, and you're only going to listen to one song, there's no answer I can give to this question that's not going to annoy somebody. So let's go for Karma Police. Yeah, let's go for Karma Police. Why not? Karma Police is a personal favorite of mine. It's hard to not recommend ones like No Surprises or Exit Music (parentheses) for a film. But they all have their place. I just feel like Karma Police is a good one. I have a very distinct memory of driving home from an airport in the dark, waiting for exam results that could have made or broken me. And the first thing playing on the night radio as we stepped into the car in the airport was Karma Police, and that kind of set the tone. Luckily, the radio was themed appropriately to make me really, really stressed the whole drive back. But it started with Karma Police and it ended with me getting the results I needed and downing half a bottle of cherry vodka from the duty free. That's a completely true story. I don't think that's the kind of thing I lie about, to be honest. It's way too specific. Anyhow, that's OK Computer, and that's really, I mean, even the color temperature matches with this dice, so I can't really complain about that. It's a good album, so obviously I'm not going to shit on about it for 13 minutes. But we're getting close. I feel like these are getting more and more disjointed as we go. Who knows what the 24th will bring? An hour-long diatribe about ancient dreams in a modern land? I'm not doing that. I refuse to do that. We still haven't gotten a clear D20 yet, and chances are, if we get a non-set dice from now on, I'm going to say it, it's probably going to be a D6 again, which isn't bad. I mean, look, at broadly speaking, these do make for like excellent little gifts for people because a lot of games, non-Dorkosaurus games, use these for rolling dice. So you can have some exotic Monopoly this Christmas if that's what you enjoy. You fucking heathen. I don't enjoy Monopoly. I have a game of Monopoly. I have a Monopoly board, and it lives in a press in the utility room with the paint thinner. So let that say everything that needs to be said about my opinions on Monopoly, which is of course what you came here for. Not the dice and certainly not the album, but that's what they are. And that's day 17. Okay.